Hey everybody, my name is James Marion and I'm the ADH application team lead here in the Innovation Center in Auburn Hills. I'm helping with a series of how-to videos to show you a walkthrough of our SYS6000 main menus. This here is our production screen. It's got a little bit of information about the performance of the system, remaining level in the meter, calculated versus actual volume, our material flow rate while we're running, and the pressure that's seen, our material analog in, and then we have some error information here. You can see the red and the yellow bar. If you press the plus button here, it'll actually pull up the errors immediately. So from this main screen, we have multiple tabs that we can navigate through. I/O, Purge, Manual, Main Menu, Programs, Heating, Pump, Login, Statistics, VSCO, Program Info, and Timers. So the first tab we'll start with is the I/O tab. If you press F1, that'll bring all of our inputs and outputs. From this first page, this is showing the inputs from the robot. This is how the robot will control our dispense system. Going back to the tab, if you press on outputs, this is what we send to the robot here. Multiple pages of this, and this can depend on what interface you are using. We have multiple types of interfaces for different customers and different robots, and we can send different types of bits and receive different types of bits depending on what you have out in the field. And another cool feature about this menu is that you can force these inputs on and off for troubleshooting purposes. Escaping out of this, the next tab we'll go to is our Purge tab. From this tab, we can manually control the metering system to do things like purge repeatedly, fully empty the meter, manually fill the meter, bleed the system for maintenance purposes, and if we had a two-component system tracking the nozzle condition, we could change the nozzle from here. To do anything from this page, we must put the system in manual. Escaping out, we can then go to our next page. We'll talk about the F3 function manual. From your production screen, this allows you to put your system in manual or in automatic. If the system is in manual, you will not have control from the robot and you can only control it from this screen. If the system is in automatic, you cannot control it from this screen and you will need the robot to control the system. The next tab will be your main menu, which captures all the system settings inside of the controller. Starting with System Manager, you can do things like change the language and set the date and the time. In your Settings tab, you can change settings for the meter, the heating timer and the options for the heating, the pump system, the purge parameters, and set any pre-warnings that you may need to set. This can change based on system software. The third section will be your Diagnostics tab, and this gives you manual control of individual things on the system, inputs and outputs, field bus inputs and outputs from the robot, and different signals received from the robot, multi-box/system inputs and outputs at a component level to test the system, an SD card and signal trace functionality is included. Your fourth page is going to be your self-test function, and this allows you to self-test your system to make sure it's working properly. And in the fifth page, you have some functionalities for calibration, some maintenance tracking, and the ability to back up and restore the system. Logged into a higher level than level 4 will allow you to have more functionalities on this menu. That's based on the access given to you in your plant or at your facility. Going back to the tabs, F5 will refresh this and give you a new set of tabs. Starting from F1, we'll go to Programs. The programs in the system are what the robot uses to know that they're dispensing a certain volume, and it has other options involved that allow you to tweak that dispense. From here, you can add a new program, and you can change that program based on the settings that you need. Going back to the next tab, this will be our heating tab. This tab allows us to track the temperatures on the equipment in all of our different zones and allows us to set the temperature in each of those different zones. We also have different functionalities in this tab. When the temperature reduces, you can set the reduced temperature. You can set the output power. And again, logged into a higher level than level 4 will give you more control about the different settings on this. Another thing I'd like to add is pressing F1 will allow you to transition to a second component in the system. If you had a 2-component system, you would have System 1 and System 2, Pump 1 and Pump 2 if your system had full heating. Escaping out, we can go to Pump tab here, F3, and this Pump tab allows you to track the status of the pump individually. Here we can also see the I/O of the pump individually, and this I/O is internal to our system. The next tab I'd like to talk about is our Login tab. You heard me mention that you can log into a higher level than level 4. Pressing Login will give you the ability to do this. The level that you are allowed to log in is based on the password that you get from us or from your management. The next set of tabs I'd like to talk about, starting from F1, is our Statistics page. This tab captures all of the statistics for the system as it's dispensing or anything that's done physically out on the equipment. We track errors, we track changes to the parameters, application data, event history, we track all of our barrel change. We have self-test statistics. Remember earlier when I talked about self-tests, this will allow you to track the different self-tests that you perform. We can track the parts and have a maintenance counter included into the Statistics tab, and we can also track performance and maintenance information. And if we'd like to, we can export all of this information to a CSV file on an SD card connected to the controller. The next tab I'd like to talk about is our VSCO table. This table, when ran, will capture the pressures at different flow rates based on the condition of the system. And you can see this section highlighted in yellow here. You can put a flow rate in here and it will tell you the exact pressure that it ran if the flow rate was not captured on the left side of this screen. Moving on to F3, our program info is a quick shortcut to see what program you're running and what the settings are for this. I can put any type of program in here and it will show the settings that are included on that program. And then our next tab will be timers. And these timers allow you to set times that things turn on and off for certain functionalities on the system. Logged into level 4, we can see we can control the time until the heating is off, the time until the temperature is reduced, and the time until the purge is requested. And at a higher login level, we'll be able to change more settings. If you need any more information about SYS6000 functionalities or the main menus, you can contact your key account manager.